What did you think?
I enjoyed it.
What about y'all?
I like all the sneak peeks or everything.
You, Joe?
I enjoyed it. It was a lot of information.
Yeah.
Now the cool thing is that you can choose what breakout you went to, but obviously it's a lot, right? It's like way too much, and that's what World Tour is. It's like, but for World Tour, if you're in person, you go and see the general session, and then you have a little breakout, and you can go to two of them. You have to choose between which two you get to go. And you don't know who's going to be your speaker. You don't know you do know who they are, but you usually don't know that person personally. And you choose which one you're going to, A or B, and then you go back to general session 2, and then you go home. And they usually give out mad freebies on top of the little booklet thing that they sent some of us who registered early. But obviously we're not there. They don't want to pay shipping, so therefore no freebies. But the price is way cheaper too, because usually it's like $50 or something like that to attend. To cover everything, but I digress. Point is, you still have access to all the videos if you want to go back and watch anybody. So like the cool thing was like they had somebody on there talking about recruiting, but they had like 4 different ladies talking about recruiting. So if you didn't like how she sounded, you can go to that lady. If you don't like how she sounds, to find somebody who fits your personality. And like I said, they're still there for the next 30 days. That's the cool part. So unlike where, you snooze, you lose in person, you kind of got time to kind of process this stuff and watch it all over again if you want to, because I don't know about y'all, but I was feeling the
lady with anxiety. She impressed me. I mean, she really did. The lady, she have what she have, anxiety or
anxiety?
Yeah. Yeah. Right. I'm telling you that because I kind of, I'm a person I'm a more face to face. So when it comes to this thing, I kind of stumble over my words and everything. So excuse me if I do. But she kind of helped me on that part. Like she was so brave.
You could see her struggle.
Yes, she was struggling. But you see, she was trying to make do, and she make do in the whole broadcast. Oh God, it was good.
Was she just a director in another country, or was she superstar director?
I think she was a superstar director.
In another country,
yeah,
though,
I know
right?
It was another country.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think she's just a director because she's new in that country. It's new to that area. But yeah, her struggle was real. I was like, oh, you don't remember it, Joe?
Where from? I'm trying to put it there.
I think it was in session 1?
Yeah, it was in session 1.
Yeah,
it was in session 1.
So you can just skip to it.
I don't remember where she was from.
I want to say she was from Australia. Was she Australian too?
Yeah, she was Australian.
Yeah, she was. I think that's what she was.
Okay, so to catch you up, Nikki, because you're over here like, So basically, a lot of our people on our team are, because this is the way I see it. When you have an extrovert like myself, I attract introverts. And when you're an introvert, you usually attract extroverts to you on your team. Mm-hmm. And I have a lot of introverts on my team. A lot of people that deal with anxiety. She said, mm-hmm. And a lot of people that deal with anxiety. And a lot of y'all will say to me, well, I don't like talking to people, or I don't feel comfortable talking to people. I don't feel comfortable in my spiel. All this other stuff, And I'm like, okay, but just get out there and do it. Y'all just like,
Easier said than done.
Yeah. Well, and I've told Rena numerous of times, Nakia numerous times, hey, there are people out here that are at the top that have severe anxiety that are still doing it and being successful, and they find a way to make it work because this is their option. This is the way to take care of their family. And for them, this person came on live in front of millions and did her thing, and you could see her struggle. You could physically feel it in her spirit. Yeah. And she was just like,
she gave me goosebumps.
Just read off this card.
She gave me goosebumps. I felt it for her. I was like struggling for her, like trying to hold on. Like, you gonna make it.
You gonna make it through this
thing. Hold her hand.
And the crazy part is, the crazy part is she did it just like this in front of a computer. That is it. It wasn't even live in front of us. She recorded that and she still had issue. But guess what? She's still at the top of her game.
Yeah.
You know, and so that's why I think that's another reason why they chose her, because they could have picked somebody like me who's wilding and excited and all that stuff, but you need to see that everybody ain't excited all the time.
I got goosebumps again just talking about her.
Yeah, her story was real. So if I can figure out how to pull that story off and post it for y'all, I will, because it was legit. So anywho, so the biggest takeaway was my keynote speaker. The keynote speaker, Kendra Hall.
Yes.
Because baby, if y'all don't know, Sexual Chocolate, okay, she got down with the get down. So basically, Nikki, her thing was about storytelling. She has a book called The Power of Storytelling. And it's what I'm always preaching to y'all. You know, don't sell Cincy. Don't be like, you can have this for $6. You know, nobody want that. But you know what? I took a picture the other day and I posted all the stuff I get in Central Club. I'm sharing with people what I do. I need to mute y'all because y'all, I got a mad echo. Hold on. Let's see. I don't know if I can do it. Here we go. Boom. 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 And there we go. So there's the thing about it was that she was saying is that it's all about storytelling. If you want to captivate people, you have to tell a story. And she was telling the importance of giving details, not boring somebody to death, but kind of giving them money. Don't be like, oh yeah, I buy bars every month. Well, what kind of bars do you buy every month? Or, you know, y'all know I can tell a good story just like now. Figure out how to tell your story. The reason why I can tell my story so good is because I know my story so well. I can tell you about running track and winning state meets with Nikki, and Nikki always bringing me with a baton and us taking the freak off. Like I can tell you all the way down to the last huff and a puff because I can bring you in and I can help you engage. And that's sharing Cincy. Sharing Cincy ain't just posting a picture or, here's a picture of the new bar coming out, or, oh, let's put down old Snapdragon. Now, you can put out old Snapdragon and everything that's in it, but if you ain't got nobody following your posts, it's really pointless. It's advertising to nobody. Like people ask me, hey, can you put down the scent of that, or what's the scent of that? Then I'll save that picture and put it in the comments. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, we have new scents coming out. Who wants to smell new scents? So like I bought all these bars. I was one of the few people that got some of these sample packs. I'm gonna be breaking these down. But again, now that we're starting to get back out in society and people are starting to see people and go places, it's about physically sharing Cincy with people because like I know once you smell it, it's a wrap, right? Like I think Joel had a smell party while all his friends were there and they was like, oh, this, and that. Well, guess what? Now we can start doing that stuff again. We can start, wearing a mask and taking these things around to put underneath people's face, especially in spring, because y'all don't know, this is the best time of year for us usually. Like, we have record-breaking stuff for the fall, and that's great, but usually springtime is where it's popping for us. That's when you got all the sweet smells, the florals, the stuff that people really, really, really enjoy and love to bathe in and smell like. And baby, this hibiscus pineapple, if you want some, you better get it now. You better be right there at 5 a.m. Talking about click. Because it's going to sell out. I can put all my money on it. It's going to sell out. Because it just is. I know they didn't make enough. They just didn't make enough. I know they didn't. But what y'all think? Did y'all get this red pear and pomegranate? What y'all think? Unmute yourselves. I don't know what y'all thought of it.
I like it. I gave it to one of my coworkers, bought some stuff, but she didn't. She ended up buying something. She bought something instead of the wax. So I gave out the brick. I gave her like a piece out the brick, and she liked it.
They told us that we wasn't gonna have no more bricks, and still I got a brick. I was like,
I did too.
Yeah, I did too.
You got a brick too? Did you get a brick, Joe?
I got a brick.
Orders. Subscribe a month. Send a month. Okay. Yeah, they said we were gonna get 9 bars, which is what I like. I prefer the bars in the brick because obviously
maybe it starts next month.
For the record, y'all cutters are in the mail. I put them in the mail today. Aren't y'all proud? So now y'all got cutters. Do you know what I'm talking about, Joel? These things. I bought them for y'all for
For
Christmas,
samples,
you know, and I'm
right?
late in the game, but I bought one for each one of y'all. So
Yay.
our cutters,
I get-
y'all little wax cutters.
I
are
get
in
one
the bed.
too.
Huh?
I get one too, or no?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, you're so funny.
Well, it sounded like you felt left out a little bit there.
And she was like, what about
that's
me?
because I'm late. I'm late to the game. I'm just now getting started.
That's okay. That is okay.
Well,
Okay,
welcome.
Better late than never. You know what I mean, Vern?
Yeah.
And that's the other thing, you know, everybody doesn't start off out the starting blocks. Some people
Yeah.
just, I'm gonna get there when I get it, and then hitting that curve.
Yeah, because I'm an introvert and I don't like talking to people, I had to figure out, okay, how can I do this? And the best way for me is for me to buy the product, use the product, send a sample and be like, hey, this is what I like. How about you? But with the samples I've sent out, I sent like the clothesline whiffs and everybody was like, yo, I need that.
Yeah.
Yep.
I love the clothesline whips.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, those are the easy. I don't buy the Scentsy sample whisk because it's not enough for what
It's
I'm
not enough.
spending for. And I just buy a tub of it, and like I just got it in the Beach Breeze. I'm like, oh, it's about to go down. It smells
Yes.
divine. It smells, y'all, for real. Like
Yeah, that's what
so
I did.
my
I
first
saw you
addiction-
on the thing and I was like, oh, that must be a good one.
Oh, it's so dope. Like the first one was Jammy Time. I was hooked on Jammy Time. I was taking Jammy Time to work, y'all, because I'm low key shady and a hustler. I was taking this and I took one of these to work, and I was literally like, open your pocket at work. And I was putting a scoop in people's, like a part of a scoop in everybody's pocket, because we nurses and we got random pockets. And so they was like, man, this is nice. I was like, yeah, and that's how I was selling whips. Because when they go home, it's gonna go in their wash anyway. Ain't nobody worried about it. Empty. It was great. So I didn't think it. Anyway, so Jammy Time was my lick. Then I just recently moved to Windowsill Breeze because I was like, okay, that's a nice clean smell, you know, and it's not too overpowering. Just give me a break. And I was gonna go back to Jammy Time, but baby, Palm Breeze is where it's at. And that's how I sell to my customers. You see what I'm saying? I can tell this because I'm gonna use it. You're gonna see it. You're gonna see it when I do my Instagram post. You're gonna see it. Because it smells divine. You're gonna see me with my boomerang talking about. Because that's what I'm gonna be doing. And that's what people want to see. They don't always want to see the perfectly staged warmer, you know. Matter of fact, let me give y'all an example. Back in October, I posted a picture of a candlelight warmer and a pumpkin lantern or something like that, right? And it was the warmer. And I posted it, and this girl was like, I want that warmer because I'm gonna go get that thing. And I'm like, yeah, because I knew it was at Hobby Lobby. Guess what? Almost all the Hobby Lobbies were sold out. So she bought it, thinking she could get it at Hobby Lobby, but I was behind the season because I had seen the picture. So guess what I'm saying there? Please, Jesus, please, I don't want her to return it. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm hunting all over town because I used somebody else's picture. So I advise you, one, if you don't have to, don't use someone else's picture. But two, make up stuff that you know you people can still get. Don't put something that's out of season. I digress.
I always take a picture of my warmer in my room and to show people, because everybody loves a Stargazer. And later this evening, I just sold a Stargazer before we got online to do our Zoom. So I like showing off the stuff I have in my home already.
Right. Now, that being said, now, obviously, I don't expect y'all to spend buku money, but when y'all start having extra rewards and stuff like that, buying extra warmers, if you're going to do stage pictures, look at a girl named Michelle Clayton. Michelle Clayton has probably 30 warmers in her house. They're not all on. She just stages them like their decoration. And she can turn them on if somebody asks. And she does this, so when she invites people to her home, she's oh yeah, girl, you can have this. Oh yeah, so you stage it just like that. Boom, boom, boom. She said she has no problem selling 2 or 3 warmers when people come to her house because of how she has them staged. And she said, I ain't getting no one. It ain't no problem. You know?
Okay.
And it's true. I've sold warmers when people have come to my house. They be like, ooh, I like that one. I'm like, it's discontinued, but you can have it. You know?
I've sold a couple of warmers from my house also. I think.
Yeah, if you have them out, like people think, oh, I just got one there and that's good enough. No, she got like, you look at her picture, you be like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You be like, dang, she got them everywhere. But again, when she brings people in her home, they see it and they buy it. It's kind of like if you take the new scent bars to work in a box. You be like, I got new bars, y'all. And they be like, well, how much is this? You be like, look, I'm just fumbling. This be like, it's $6. And they be like, oh, well, I want this one and I want this one. People buy stuff that's on hand, no problem too.
Yeah,
so,
they will.
You know, if you have leftover credit, because I always recommend don't spend your money. Spend your host credits. Use your host credits. Buy some bars. Take them with you to work. Because 9 times out of 10, especially if it's a scent that you love, people gonna buy. But also, the more you purchase different bars and have different bars in your house, in your space, you figure out the fragrance family. Like people are like, oh, you know what? I just love eucalyptus. You be like, oh, you do. Like, do you like clean scents? And they be like, yeah, you know, I like, you know, like Downy. And I'd be like, okay, so you could be fresh and floral. So too easy. You know what I'm doing? So I know how to get in and put them in a category. Say, okay, so you have these 2 scents that you like. Why don't you try a third so that you can save $1? And they'd be like, all right, because I know what my bundles are.
Mm-hmm.
So I tell you guys, like, in the beginning, you don't have to memorize this catalog. It will behoove you to, but if you don't, always know what your bundles and saves are. Like, how much you can save them. Because nothing is more irritating to me when I get online and I see that somebody done bought 5 pods. I'm like, you just missed out on your 6, pimpin'. All you had to do is go to the bundle.
One more.
You know, or they buy 2 warmers and 3 bars. I'm like, friend, you could have 3 more bars. It wasn't gonna cost you a thing, you know. So educating your people about how to order. And one thing I didn't do in the past that I'm trying to move forward with is educating people how to order from a party. Because it does me no good if you don't order from my party.
Yeah.
You know, unless your order is $200 or more. If it's only gonna be like, you know, some washer whips, order from my party. Always click on my party. If you know your order's $200 or more, baby, let's talk before you put that order in so we can get you some freebies. You know, have your own personal little party. You know, last week we talked about changing our verbiage from saying parties to links or to basket get-togethers or sipping sniffs. I know Nakia's done some sipping sniffs, basically drinking and sniffing, right? Because direct sales has such a stigma, especially in the Black community, but because it has such a stigma of people ripping people off, people are always afraid, you know, I don't know if I want to and all this other stuff. And so when you say the word party, it's like a chain reaction, like, nah, I don't want nobody in my house. No, I don't want to be talking to people and things like that. But in reality, they are already talking to people. They talk to people every single day at work, at their friend's house. They're talking to people, whether you realize it or not, about different things that they bought or they saw on Facebook, whatever. And that's all we're asking them to do. I have a Vizly. I posted a video about how to do Vizly. I have a Vizly thing so you can do online parties. And basically, that's just an account that will automatically post everything you need for your party once you plug in the code. You just change the names and all that stuff in your website. And it plugs it all in, does all the work for you. And all you have to do is show up to a computer, go live for 30 minutes. And if you don't feel comfortable, honestly, you can record a video on YouTube in front of the TV all by yourself, recording about products, and then post that at that 30-minute mark. It's up to you. Especially if you don't feel comfortable being in front of other people, but you can do it in front of a screen. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
She's like, hello. That'll be you. So you have options. It's your party. It's your thing. And you can tell the person, hey, it says it's 30-minute live, but it's really just going to be me going live. It won't be any interaction, but if you guys have questions, I'll be there to type in as you guys watch, kind of thing. Whatever. The website is, what you getting me? The website for what? The Vizly? It's VIZZLIE.com. And there's a video. If you scroll down on the team page, it shows you exactly how to do it. And then I have template codes that I can put out there so that you guys can manipulate and see which ones you like. Because once you put the code in, all these things popped up. Because some housewife sat at home and was like, I can do this, I can do this, I can do that, and made a template and was like, here, you guys can have it. It's like, you, because I ain't got time for that. And you just put the code in. It's literally that simple. That's how I made most of my money in October and November, was doing parties or shopping links online. Basically just, I say, hey, here, I got a shopping link for you. All you do is tell your friends that you are making them part of this group page. And if they join, they're going to get notifications all the way up to that day and that day only. And during that time, they can purchase anything and you'll get credit for it. And they're just like, they're like, okay, cool, I can do that. And I tell them, if it's $200 or more, then you're going to get some free stuff. If it's $500 or more, we're going to talk about you joining my team. Let's be real. You know, because if, for those of you who don't know, if a person has a party underneath you and it's $500 or more, you can turn around and flip that party, make them a consultant, and give them the PRV, which automatically gives them shooting star. And all they have to do is then get an additional 500 and they're at certified. Because they just saw how easy it was to do that 500. They can definitely do 500 again. Joel Holston. Because Joel's like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that. Next thing you know, bling, 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 bling. This was his account when he first started. Ding, ding, ding. He talking about, I don't know. And it was like, ding, 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 ding. There go another order. There go another order. I'm like,
wow.
That was just that newness, man. Don't guess.
That's what you said in October, and then you try to say the same thing in November, and then you try to say the same thing in December. Now, granted, January is a hard month for people who have already been consultants because you burn out. You're done with the catalog. You want to get to the new.
I'm ready.
You ready?
I'm ready for the new too.
You know what I'm saying? You over the old catalog. You're like, got my 200. I'm out. You know. But
I'm a little shocked for me for this month of January. I'm shocked at the numbers that I have down now, because I was just like, wow, I can't believe I hit that for January.
And a lot of it's for rollover too. But
yeah,
Bo, girl, you and me both.
But that's part of the residual of working hard and then some of it paying off later kind of thing. So we all gonna have to hit the ground running because, you know, leaders, we get 500 in the first week of the month. And then everything else after that is supposed to be pouring into our team and then into our business and anything else we get. My goal, obviously, like I said, for 2021 is for me to hit director. And for me to do that, I've got to get almost all my people on Cincy Club. Now, all of y'all understand what Cincy Club is, right? Yes?
Yes.
South, east, west? Okay. So that being said, if I can get all of my customers to join Cincy Club, then I have residual money every single month that I ain't got to work hard for. I ain't got to hunt you down and see if you need clothesline. I ain't got to hunt you down to see if you need some bars. It's going to come to them every month or every other month or every 3 months, but that will eventually add up. So when I get new customers, and so on and so on and so forth. Like Kelly, automatically on the first of the month, she's got $500 from Cincy Club alone. So regardless if a new thing come out or whatever, you still, you know what I'm saying? Because you know when new stuff come out, it's easy to sell it. You're like, oh yeah, I can do that. We've been selling that stuff, no problem. We know we got Star Wars coming. We got more Marvel coming. We know it's coming. We got new Cincy buddies. We'll have new Cincy of the month. We'll have new change warmers, all kind of stuff. So Cincy will keep giving us little nuggets to get us through, but the least we can do is set our business up so we ain't got to be stressing. Because all leaders, to get paid at title, once you have a teammate, in order for you to get paid at that title, you have to have 500. So instead of stressing all the way at the end of the month, like I got 489 and I got 2 days left, instead of doing that, line it up so that your first week you done and you ain't got to think about it. Now, obviously, it's going to take time. Obviously, it's going to take time, work, and effort. And it might just be 200 your first week, and then, you know, you fill in the gaps, whatever works. But I have a lot of customers that I've developed over the last almost 3 years, because February 2nd will be 3 years, I believe. Yep, it'll be 3 years. So, sorry, I see that. That's the goal. The goal here is for us to grow. So obviously you guys we're working on recruiting. Our goal for this year is recruiting and growing our team, because it makes no sense that I have 23 people and only 3 people are downline from them. So I'm trying to change what I'm doing and share more with you guys what I'm doing so that we can grow as a team. So now is the question time. What questions do you have for me that I can help you with in recruiting?
Good God, what questions do I have?
Well, this really isn't a question per se, but you did kind of make sense out of what you were saying when you messaged me earlier today about the what was it, the 500 first week, and kind of wrapping that idea around Tennessee Club. That makes that more sense to me now, because that can with like ongoing type thing. So it's more attainable now on that Tennessee Club aspect. Okay, set that up, then everything else, is additional. Well, I don't want to say supplemental, but additional after that. Like you said, not stressing too much. So yeah, that definitely makes me feel a lot better about it. And then also, y'all said, January be in the Sahara Desert.
It's the Sahara. It is January and July, I think it is.
Yeah, that's the rest.
Whatever is the month before the new catalog is the Sahara Desert. Like, you just like, come on, just let us get through. Now, usually what they have done in the past is made everything 10% off. And you usually, if you get someone to join that month, they get the fall kit and they get the winter kit. And the spring kit. But because of back orders and all that stuff, they're like, we ain't got nothing extra left over. We ain't got no extra inventory to be trying to get rid of. So, they did away with the warmers, but did it for the bars, which was nice. So we don't really have anything to help us kind of get through the month. Like, oh yeah, y'all gave us a sleepy time thing, but and then y'all gave us the Valentine's thing and sold out in 5 seconds. So It's like, I just want the month to be over with. But I want y'all to know y'all not the only ones that are ready for this month to be over with. Everybody's like, I'm home February 1st. But that being said, how many of y'all have pre-orders for the first of the month?
Yay!
Get them ready, y'all. Y'all can start putting, once it's past the 15th, you can put anything new underneath they nose. So like, when it comes to the end of the month, after the 15th, baby, you get it. Because they need time. You need time to break it down, put them in samples, and mail them out. Because if you think you're going to get it all done in one day, you're not never going to do it. Not never. So anytime after the 15th of the month, to me, you can start sending out all the new scents. Have y'all smelled them yet? Like the sun soap petals and all that jazz?
Yes.
They done killed the game on some of these though.
I love Sand Sweat.
Sand Sweat?
Yes.
That one. Sand Sweat.
So many. Pressure my nasal cavity. It's just too much. You need
to get you some coffee beans.
That's what I did.
Coffee beans. And y'all, if y'all should have a pack that goes in your coffee bean, it goes in your kit full of, it's like a little container or a little tool bag full of coffee beans, because people get headaches. You can only smell so much before you get a headache. So you should have that so they can cleanse their palate and smell it fresh, because they be like, these are starting to smell the same. Clean it off, friend. Clean it off. What other question y'all have about recruiting? Anybody?
I have a question.
Okay, what's up?
Okay. So I have someone who was signed up under me. What happens when the person that signs up is starting to ghost you? Because it's like this particular person, I've been texting her, trying to get with her, and it was just like, boom, she just disappeared on me.
Let her go get another person.
Okay.
It's real simple, because people want to belong to something, but sometimes they don't know what that something is. And sometimes they need an extra push. So you get somebody else and you're promoting that person, you making that person feel good, and you're there for them always. Other people gonna want to join. That person will come back. I just had a girl who was my first recruit show back up, bling, on my timeline. I'm like, oh, she came back. She didn't tell nobody. You know what I'm saying? Well, all right, well, you know what to do. Message me if you got questions. That's it. And I'm not about to be behind her talking about you're gonna be active like I used to do, because I move on.
Question now.
Uh-huh.
If they turn back up, do they come right back underneath you?
Yes.
Oh, so you gotta win, Nikki.
Good. Good.
So yeah, so if now if a person joins and they fall off, right? They can come back under another team if they request it, but they have to pay, I believe. Like they can't just come back and be like, you know, I want my same person, but I want to be another team. They're like, nah, if you want your same rank and everything, you got to come back under the person you was under.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, so this girl Seneca, she came back underneath me, and I'm like, I ain't putting no announcements out there. I ain't doing nothing because I done this before. We ain't doing this. You get in where you fit in. You do great, good. If you don't, that's between you and Jesus. It's your business, right?
Jesus.
And that's the point. Like I remember when I first joined, I was like, come on guys, we can do it. What you need me to do? You need me to send you something? I'll make you a stamp. Like I was going way extra because I wanted everybody to be successful and have fun, as much fun as I was having. Mm-hmm. And they used to be like, if people don't answer your calls, don't call them back. They should be calling you. Don't do this and don't do that. And I'm like, but if I don't do it, they won't call me, because you know I am a type personality too. I'm El Ruth's child. If I don't do it, it ain't gonna get done, you know. So when it comes to people like that, they're showing you who they are. If you keep working and working and working, you'll be spending your entire time working and working in their business. And they won't do it. Like look at it. All of y'all, yeah, everybody here is active or close to active or whatever. And I ain't done nothing. But y'all know me. I used to be on the phone calling y'all talking, what you doing? And I backed off, I think it was in October. And then we hit
when I joined.
I know, but I said I had to back off. Don't trip, you called me too. You joined in September. Don't play me. I was all on the phone with you in September. Don't play me. But the point is that when I backed off, everybody started going. And I just waited for y'all to be like, hey, and I'd be like, oh, da-da-da-da-da, you know, instead of me like, so what you doing? Now, granted, you guys are still going to get text messages from me because Amy tell me to text y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I'm gonna obey Amy because Amy works.
Amy is the bomb.
Okay,
Ooh, I love
Amy is an app, Nikki, that you have access to. That is free for the first 3 months or something like that. 2 months.
I watched some videos last night, so I know all about Amy. Rena she told me all about Amy last night.
That's what I'm talking about. Get it together. Let's all grow together. So if y'all get a text message from me, it ain't
I called
her
invoices and everything else that she did.
That right there is money all by itself. But the thing is that if y'all get text messages, it's not because I'm like, hey, what you doing? I'll send it out and then I'll try to send her like a personal one behind it. But honestly, it's Amy telling me, yo, send your messages out to your people, because that's all I'm supposed to technically do. I ain't supposed to be all what you doing, how are you doing, all. You're supposed to be coming to me and saying, hey, how can I do? You know what I'm saying? And it's real hard. It's real hard for me not to be sending out information. And Joel has told y'all on me today that I was telling him about 500 and Cincy Club.
I'm glad you backed off, because that was pressure. I was like, Brandy want me to sell this stuff. I can't do it.
I mean, and that's the thing. Like, y'all see me, I'm hyped. When I'm around y'all, I'm hyped. I'm excited. I'm ready to go. But, you know, when the lights is out, I'm like, all right, gotta chop this stuff up. You know, just like y'all, I get tired too. I'll be like, oh, here we go. Let's get the chopping.
When I figured out Amy, let me tell you, I was like, Brandy, like, what? It's like everything right here.
Let me tell you, I've had Maven it was Maven first, and then it changed to Amy. I don't even know what Amy stands for, but they were telling us how to use it at the Cincy Family Reunion. I was like, okay, I was like, ooh, that's a cool little feature, you know. And I stuck with it for a little while. And then, of course, you know, I fade down because I'm not a habit person, unfortunately. And then I started getting back into it again. And then Rena joined. She was like, yo. And I was like, for real? I got that? I do got that option. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. So, yeah, now I'm all back. I pay for Amy for the whole year because I don't like being nickel and dime. That is just a problem I have. I'll be like, you know what? I'll save my money so I can get it. And of course, I use my Scentsy money. So, but yeah. What y'all got any questions? Anything y'all want to add? Anything y'all want us to talk about? Cause what we got? This is it for this month. Y'all want to do this again next month and do it like every other week? Every week still? What y'all want?
I definitely want us to do it again next month. I love the energy of the group, so that keeps me positive.
I'm so glad to see you guys. Let me tell you.
It's nice to put faces to the names.
You know, it gives me a little more energy. Like, okay, this video thing, you know, you guys gotta help me. Come on.
For those of y'all don't know, Rena lives in another state, but she works in Georgia. So all her family is in one spot, and then she's working in another spot. So all her friends are back there.
So that's why Amy works for me. So I don't have all my computer. You need to order? I have it with me, so that's how I figure it out. So
Yeah,
say like
she
back
meets-
home.
Yeah, people are everywhere. She's got to help them out. You
Everywhere.
want to order so she can use Amy to do that. So it works. It's been working really well for her.
Yeah.
So the cool thing about Scentsy is you can figure out how to make it work. Everybody ain't gonna do it the same way. How I sell Scentsy is not how y'all gonna sell Scentsy. It's
And I travel like every week. I travel for work.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
And I'm making it work.
That's good. That's good.
Look, you said, "Oh my goodness."
Are you in a hotel today or are you home?
I'm home today.
You
Look,
home? Okay.
I'm home. Look.
Yeah. Yeah,
My-
I'm used to seeing a headboard behind her and like another computer laptop
Yeah.
when we talking. Lord. Because she travels that much. Okay, so real quick, I know I showed y'all the video on how to do QR codes. Do y'all understand how to do them on your Avery labels?
No.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, well then I will show you personally because everybody else gave me the north and south. So I'll show you personally how to do it. But huh?
You said on what labels?
On the Avery on labels, just on any kind of label.
Oh, okay, yeah, you
To add the QR, because
Yeah.
I've been wanting to do that for the longest.
Now, Nikki, you asked me about a QR code. You said you want to be efficient, and I want to show you my efficientness because I'm all about these labels these days. You need to hear this. So you have a choice. You can put your face on it. You don't have to put your face on it, but like, this is a bad example. This is a bad example. Okay, so for the scents, so like this is Welcome Home, right? Now, you can get the clear plastic bags that you put your stuff in. They're cheap, they're easy. But the reason why a lot of people went to this is because like us, we live in the South and everything melts in the mail. So you can heat seal these. There's a Ziploc that comes with it, but for extra purposes, when it starts getting 100 degrees out, we can heat seal these. When the people get it, you can just leave a note, hey, throw this in the freezer so it solidifies. They can pull it out and put it in warmer, okay? But I made a label. I don't know if, see how it says, welcome home, scan me with camera or something like that?
Mm-hmm.
What size label is that? That's the
question.
secret you keep in.
That's a good question. It's labels 22805. How about that?
To what?
805.
Okay.
Okay. It's a square label. And I have on here, it says scan with camera app. And this is welcome home. But for those, when I showed you guys that I was doing those little boxes for the whiff boxes, not whiff boxes, for the Scentsy Club. So I sent out Scentsy Club boxes to people that have been loyal customers in the past so that they can get on Scentsy Club. And so like I sent them this one and it says only available, you can get this in a brick only in Scentsy Club. Because if you guys don't know, I think there's like 10 or 11, maybe 12 bricks that you can get in Scentsy Club, like Sunkist Citrus, Johnny Appleseed, things like that, that you can only get in a brick only in Scentsy Club. And some people want to buy bricks. Some people are all about the bricks. I don't know what they are. So that's the thing. But the point is that you can buy this label and it's a lot easier because you don't have to have your face on it like I have. You don't have to, you can. But you know, nothing needs this. You can put the name of the scent plus the QR code that sends them directly to that site. Now the cool thing about Avery is that you can put either your just generic site as your QR code, or you can go in there and be like, okay, let me open up my web page, put in there, type in Sunkist Citrus. Everything that Sunkist Citrus is underneath that URL. You copy that, put that in there, and when they scan this, everything Welcome Home that's available in Welcome Home is gonna come up. Same thing with my hibiscus pineapple. So I have hibiscus pineapple that I made as a scent because I know we got this and all these other things in it now. So so hibiscus pineapple is one you want to make a scent for, because once you put when they scan the QR code for this one, all these things are gonna pop up. All the body line, all the bricks. I mean, all the everything, everything that come in that. Does that make sense? Okay.
Now, what is the name of the link for the QR codes?
It's not a link. It's in Avery.com.
Say it again.
Avery, AVERY.com.
Okay.
And you'll make templates, and maybe I'll make another video that's strictly just that.
Yeah, Brandy, because and everybody know to do that, because I didn't know, and I'm a geek, so I didn't know about the everything.
So yeah, maybe I'll make a thing after this, and basically I'll show you guys how to click, and click to get this done. Because it's 1, 2, 3 for me now. I do it all the time, and it's no thing, but it really is easy once you start doing it.
Okay. When I went into that everything, there's a lot you could do in there.
There is. There's quite a bit.
Yeah.
Any other questions? Any other concerns? Y'all know about the cotton balls, right?
I promote the cotton balls. I definitely do.
Yes, it's the cotton cleanups.
Yeah.
And then you could put it in the Scentsy Club.
And you can put it in a Scentsy Club. So basically you set it in your warmer, it soaks up all the wax, you twist it, pull it out, and you can put new wax in there all together. Throw this away. You're on mute, Nikki.
My bad. Where do you get those?
You can get these on the website, but if someone's in Scentsy Club, I always tell them to put these in there.
Okay.
Because it's easy. I mean, you can use regular cotton balls, but you take a chance of getting wax all over your fingers. So I prep. It's only $6 for all of these, and it's gonna take them forever to get through these.
Brandy, how big are the stickers you're using?
Huh?
How big are the stickers you're using?
For this?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. They are 1 inch by 2 5/8.
Is that the 5160 sticker? As a code or whatever?
5160, yes.
Okay. All right. I will make sure. So I got the right ones.
Yeah, like I said, Amazon sells cheaper versions of Avery. So you ain't got to be all extra. And if I could find a bulk place, trust me, I'd buy it in bulk. I use it. I go through these things. Like these squares, I'm all out of squares, and I thought I wasn't. I have them on subscribe and save so I can save 80 cents, but because I believe in getting stuff I need. I'm trying to think, is there anything else? But yeah, and there's little bottles. Same thing. I use these because of where I am in my business, but when I started, I used the small ones because I was broke. We ain't broke no more.
Show me the broke bottles. What size are those?
So these are the small ones that I used to use.
Okay, those are the ones I had.
That's the ones I
Right,
have
no,
to. Don't feel no way.
yeah,
Don't feel no way. I use those.
I don't feel no way, Rita. I know what my favorite are.
And I use it for the
We
room.
started from the bottom, now we here. I'm just saying. So I still have some left, but now my customers, they get these because they get addicted when they got this much. Like the other one's a little sample you might forget to use. This one's a glass bottle. You ain't gonna just let that roll off your counter. That's my thought process. But I sold quite a bit.
That's how she got me, y'all. That's how she got me.
Well, yes, no, it's no
Proof positive.
Yeah. I mean, cause yeah, it's big. But do y'all know what y'all can do with counter clean?
Everything.
Every daggone thing. Okay. I don't know why they named it counter clean, because that's the last thing I clean it with. I'll put it on tennis shoes, couch. Briella painted a porcelain tea set, got paint on the floor. The cream got right down there. I said, use a counter clean. He goes, press again. He was like, hey, we came right on up. The counter clean. That's one of the best products we have. Also, I haven't done it in a while, but it's getting hot. Everybody's working out. You need to make Scentsy soap samples.
Already doing it.
Y'all know what I'm talking about?
I was gonna get some of the Jade and Jasmine and the Now and Then.
I have any on the shelf. Let me step into my
So, but how do you make the samples?
I put mine in a little clear bag.
That's what I do. I do the little clear bag.
Yeah, put a little, because all they need to do is tell them one at a time.
And
I
it's
got bigger
over.
bags. See the size difference?
I use a small one, a little bit. They be like, "Oh, I need some more. Buy some."
I can't see it.
Again, started from the bottom, now we hit. So basically, I give them enough to do one good bag. Shut up, Joe.
My
But,
customers, they
no,
get
I-
nervous about the Scentsy soap. Because they're always worried about like the peri-care area. So I tell them I give them enough to do a foot soak.
Yes, understood. You're right. A lot of us are definitely. A lot of people I know are definitely worried about the peri-care. But that being said, not even the ones that I know that haven't had any issue with this stuff. So the reason, again, people are working out, and I keep seeing posts of people putting up Epsom salt. I'm like, player, you done like this girl. She posted a picture. It was Epsom salt, then it was Himalayan salt, then it was kids bubble bath, and then it was some lavender scoops. I'm like, all in one.
All in one. Yes.
Let me say something, right? You know, when you guys was talking, I swear you guys said soap, not soak.
Oh,
Like I said, you know, you guys have accents to me, so
true.
Yeah.
Fancy soap, but
so
yeah.
I was like, how you sample a soap? That's like,
Oh, okay. So dish soap. Here's how you sample dish soap. Since we're talking about it, if you want to, it ain't my ministry. I do not sell Scentsy dish soap like that. I love it. It is a great degreaser. I use it every single day. But I know my black people, and we like Dawn dishwasher or Palmolive. And I can't convince them people to go spend. Shut up, Joe. You know our people. Come on. I can't convince them to spend no $8 on dish soap unless they are trying to be bad and bougie. Like, let's be real. Right? But if you can convince your people to be all in Scentsy, what you do is you go to the dollar store and get those blue and white dish towels that are paper thin. You know what I'm talking about? Come on, all y'all been broke. Been to the Dollar Tree. Get those, cut those into squares, throw them in a bag, and pour some dish soap in there. That's all you gotta do. And then they can take it out and wash the dish or two and see how good it goes.
oh,
That's smart thinking.
I never thought about that. Look at you. It's genius.
I be thinking.
That is absolutely genius. this.
Like, I would have never thought of that.
Just like 3 or 4 in the pack,
Huh?
and you can just cut them up.
Yeah, just cut them into 4 or something like that, and then just whatever works for you. They only need enough to just open it once and wash a dish. I mean, you ain't trying to have them bust the entire kitchen. You ain't trying to wipe down the entire countertop.
I would put it in one of those zip bag thing.
Yeah, put it in the same thing. I would advise you to heat seal it though. You know, put the flat iron on there. Okay. And don't listen. I spent the money on a stupid heat sealer. That thing showed up as a crimping iron. I'm like, I could have used my flat irons on that. They straight got me, caught me slipping. So don't do it. Just go get your flat iron. Check it. Or your mama's, whichever. Because Joel does not have any hair. He does not have enough hair on his beard to make that flat iron work out. So I digress. He said, yeah, I got all kind of, I've seen all kind of stuff done over these last 3 years, people that has worked. But I stick to the stuff that make it work for me. This counter clean, I ain't got no problem sharing it and selling it. Washer whiffs, like you, Nikki. I've never had a person smell washer whiffs and be like, that ain't my thing.
Oh no.
Never. So, you know, I always buy Scentsy bars in the counter clean scents so that I can share it if I don't you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, if you like that bar, you gonna like the washer whiffs. How would you like your clothes to smell like that?
Right.
Because I don't sell that many Jammy Time bars anymore, but I can sell some scent packs. Throw them bad boys in your closet. People hang them in their closet to make their closet smell good. And
That's what I do too.
Absorbs moisture. So.
My sister-in-law put the clothesline washer within her vents.
Oh, that was smart.
I was like, okay, girl, however you She said, my house ain't clean, but it's real clean. I said, okay, whatever.
Hey, whatever works for you, boo-boo.
It works.
I love our people.
Think.
Let's see, what else? Oh, they used to sell these, but this is what I mean that you fill with coffee beans. You can get these at the dollar store too.
Yeah.
And you do have to change these out because they're not as strong after a while. Just so you know.
Brandy, did you already share the multi-purpose with Washer Whiffs? Did we already talk about make your carpet clean?
The what clean?
The make your carpet clean?
Oh yeah, carpet. Okay, so some people, like, you know, back in the day, we used to have the carpet stuff. You used to spray on your carpet and then vacuum the whole house. The same thing with whips.
It works.
Yeah.
No cap. No cap. It
works. Oh, I know plenty of people that do that. I use Scentsy Fresh every morning or every other morning on my pillows. And then if I know I'm gonna vacuum, I'll throw some whiffs down just in case, just to get that extra in the air. It works. It's great. But yeah, so that I was like, I don't know any other purpose besides carpet and actual washer that people use washer whiffs for. I haven't seen anything extra. Not yet.
Vents.
Well, vents now. Vents. Don't forget the vents. I don't know how she put them in her vents, but hey, whatever works. I'm trying to think. Anything else? Any other tricks of the trade? I think that's it. But yeah, focus on this week. Focus on trying to see if you can get people on your Scentsy Club to see how that works for you. Just hey, you know, it's easy as 1, 2, scan. I put this out there. I don't know if you guys actually used it, but I put this out there so you have the template available so you can copy this to your Avery, put your QR code on there. And again, I will show you how to do this tonight on a video. Put the QR code on there and then you can have it. And then when they scan it, it goes straight to your Scentsy Club. Because I have it go directly to my Scentsy Club. Don't waste your time searching for, because if I want them to go there, I want them to go there. Like I could put my general site, but then they'd be like, there's a join and there's a Scentsy. They'd be like, I don't see it. Just like if you tell them my website is X, Y, and Z, they'd be like, what's your website again? I'm like, I know you got 5 things literally sitting in your lap with my website on it. But you ask me what our website is again. Be driving me nuts. So QR code.
That's another one too. Don't be as specific as possible with any kind of QR code, any kind of link, make sure that goes directly to what you want it to go to. Because the moment that they say, oh, I can't find it, that's the first step towards, so I'm not even gonna worry about it. I'm not gonna buy, I'm not gonna do.
Yep. You got to make it easy
out.
for them.
Yep, that's their easy out. Make it as specific as possible. Because that has happened to me like several times with customers that hype you up. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this. And then that's their easy way. Well, I couldn't find it.
Yeah.
Really?
But Joel did a video
Yes, he did.
where he showed people how to go to the parties.
And they still messed up, right, Joe? So you can lead them there, but that don't mean they gonna do it right. Like,
Oh
yeah.
Lord.
He did a step by step. This is how you order from a party when you go to my website. Like a video, it was tight to death. And he still was like, people still messed up. I'm like, sorry, Joe.
Oh man.
What else y'all need? What else we need from this community? Who want this?
What is it? I'll take it.
You gotta earn it, friend.
What is it?
It's the sleep
The
set
sleep
that sold out.
that catches these.
So it came with, it's what, 5 bars? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bars and a sleep mask.
Okay, how you earn it?
So yeah, that's the contest that's popping right now to the end of the month.
Wait a minute. You said it's 5 bars. Somebody was calling me. I missed
Sorry,
it.
5
You said
bars
it's-
and a sleep mask.
Okay.
And it's something for y'all to earn. Whoever get the most between, the other day I started it till midnight 31st gets this. I'm gonna try to start doing more contests because when I first started, man, they was throwing contests out there left and right, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get it because y'all know I'm competitive. Y'all know I'm stupid competitive. Unfortunately, both of my husband's stupid competitive to the point that we cannot play spades ever. I mean,
Thankful.
like ever, okay? Because what you doing? Break up a whole marriage over some spades. So, both our kids got it
Could
too.
just see him.
Awful. Brielle just has a real bad problem losing. Real bad problem. I digress. So that being said, I'm gonna do more. You can't even. The mat. Yeah. So y'all start seeing more contests. So the more people are participating, the more I'll start putting out more contests. Because I got all kind of stuff laying around here that I've earned or gained that I don't use, like this, stuff like this. I got all kind of stuff, hats, you name it, just laying around that I've collected over time, over 3 years. And since he was like, hey, good job, here you go. By the way, they didn't announce the incentive. And I got a feeling they're going to do it like they did that one time where the very top people earn a trip, but everybody else can earn stuff just because we're still dealing with the pandemic and they're tired of having to cancel things. What is it? Is that your bag? That's Kareem. Anyways, they're probably tired of having to, rearrange stuff. So they're probably gonna do it like they did one time where you could get you get Apple gift cards, and when I say gift cards, I mean like $500 or more. Stuff like that where they just give away money. Yeah. Yes, we have one where people were getting laptops and MacBook. Yeah. But obviously he said, excuse me? Yes. You could get, what it was you could take your points and get like the kit that's coming out and points towards the next incentive and something else. Or you could cash it out and spend it on an Apple gift card of like $2,000. So that's how some people got their Mac. So you see all these people that are extra broke rolling around with a Mac. It's because they got it during the incentive. Like, wait a minute, she is lead consultant. What is she doing with a Mac? I know she ain't got no job. Kind of deal. You know what I'm saying?
That's smart though.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So I'm thinking that's what they're probably gonna do because it worked really well for everybody. So I'm gonna stop the recording here.